In this problem, I'm told that you have a radio tower, here's mine, is located 325 feet from a building. From a window in the building, a person determines that the angle of elevation, which means if this is their straight line of sight, the angle they have to look up to see the top of the tower is 42 degrees. So the angle of elevation is 42, and the angle of depression that to the bottom of the tower, that's if this is their line of sight, the angle they have to look down to see the bottom of the radio tower is 24 degrees. So my picture, needless to say, is definitely not to scale. If this is 24 degrees, how in the world is that 42? Nonetheless, we need to find how tall the tower is. So what I did is I took away the pretty picture here of the radio tower and the building. And what I'm going to do is just draw its logical equivalent. I've got this triangle here. This is still 42 degrees here. This is still 24 degrees. And this length is 325 feet. So the height of the radio tower would be this distance here from the bottom of the radio tower to the direct line of sight from the person in the window, called that X. And then the distance from the direct line of sight from the person in the window to the top of the tower I called Y. So since I have this angle here, I'm looking for the opposite side of this triangle, and I have its adjacent. So the tangent function would be the trig function of choice. So the tangent of 42 degrees would be the opposite, which is y, over the hypotenuse, over the adjacent, which is 325 feet. In a minute, in a calculator, I'll show you how to solve that to get the length for y. And then to get the length of x, again, since x is the side opposite the 24 degree angle, and the 325 feet is the adjacent side, I chose the tangent function. So the tangent of 24 degrees would be the opposite x over the adjacent 325 feet. So bringing out my calculator here, I have, well, I better make sure I'm in degree mode first. Let me hit mode, and I'm in radian mode, so I'm going to go down a couple to the right and hit enter and put it in degree mode. Second quit. And here I'm going to type in, let me see, how do I solve for y? Since the 325 is being divided, I'd have to multiply it over. So y would be 325 times the tangent of 42 degrees. So this led me to believe that the height here, at least the value of y, would be 292.6 feet. I think I extended to 3 decimals. And then x would be, if you solve for x, the 325 is being divided, so again, multiplied over, and x would be 325 times the tangent of 24 degrees, and my calculator is still in degree mode. Hit enter, and again, carrying it out just a few decimal places, I get 144.699 feet. So the radio tower would be x plus y feet high, so if you just add these two numbers together, I got about 437 feet is the height of the radio tower.